What is going on, everybody? If you have been paying any attention to the tech world over the last few days, you already know we are living in a completely alternate reality. I mean it. Apple just broke every single rule in their own playbook, and honestly, I am absolutely here for it. We are talking about the stealth budget drop of the century and a massive supply chain leak that proves the Apple Fold is finally happening. So, grab your coffee, hit that subscribe button, and let's get right into the absolute madness. First up, the budget bombshells. Apple just casually dropped a press release that changes the entire laptop market. They introduced the brand new MacBook Neo, and it starts at just $599. If you are a student, it's literally $499. But here is the craziest part, they did not use some leftover chip to keep costs down. Nope. Apple ripped the A20 Pro chip straight out of the iPhone 16 Pro and slapped it into a gorgeous 13-inch laptop. We are looking at 16 hours of battery life in wild new colors like citrus and blush. Sure, you have to pay extra if you want Touch ID on the keyboard, but for that price, I will type in my password like it's 2015 without any problem at all. But Apple did not stop there. They also dropped the iPhone 17e for the same $599 price tag, but now you get 256 GB of base storage right out of the box. Why the huge storage bump? Because this thing now shoots 48-megapixel spatial photos and stunning Dolby Vision video. They even gave it MagSafe, and the 17e is rocking Apple's own custom C1X cellular modem. It is crazy fast, and it means Apple is keeping way more profit on every budget phone they sell. Oh, and for the heavy hitters, Apple quietly supercharged the MacBook Pros with the new M5 and M5 Max chips, featuring massive neural accelerators so you can run crazy artificial intelligence workloads completely locally. But listen to me closely, because all of that budget stuff was just a giant distraction. While everyone was staring at cheap laptops, the Asian supply chain was busy leaking the biggest secret Apple has had in a decade. The book-style foldable iPhone is incredibly real, and it is entering mass production right now with Foxconn. Forget the little flip phones, Apple is going for the ultimate hybrid. Folded shut, it's essentially a standard iPhone 18 Pro, but when you open it up, boom, you are staring at a massive 7.8-inch promotion OLED display. You basically have an entire iPad mini hidden right in your pocket. Now, I know exactly what you're thinking, what about the crease? We all hate the crease. Well, according to the latest intelligence, Apple completely eliminated it. Thanks to a custom Liquidmetal hinge mechanism and some insane Samsung display engineering, the inner screen is completely flat. You cannot see it, and you cannot feel it. It is just pure, uninterrupted glass. And they managed to make the whole thing incredibly thin, just 9.22 mm thick when folded shut. That is unbelievable for a device packing 2 screens and a massive 5000 mAh split-cell battery. Because a giant notch would ruin a beautiful foldable screen, Apple actually brought back Touch ID, but they built it directly into the physical power button on the side of the titanium frame. As for selfies, they hid a 24-megapixel camera completely underneath the display, no hole punch, no notch, just beautiful screen. On the back, you get a beastly dual camera setup with a 48-megapixel main and an ultra-wide. They had to ditch the periscope zoom to keep it skinny, but honestly, I will trade a zoom lens for a foldable screen any day of the week. The software is where this thing becomes an absolute monster. When closed, it's your normal iOS 20, but the second you unfold it, the interface morphs into a hybrid version of iPadOS. You get the dock, you get split view, and you can drag and drop photos directly into an email like a Total Pro. It totally blurs the line between phone and tablet, and honestly, I think this means the iPad mini is officially dead. Okay, we need to talk about the elephant in the room, the price. You knew Apple was not going to give away liquid metal hinges and under-display cameras for cheap.
Are you sitting down?
The leaks from Minkai Kui are pointing to a starting price of $2,399. Yes, $2,400 for a base model iPhone. It is the most expensive cellular device they have ever made. For that price, you could buy the new MacBook Neo, an iPhone 17e, an Apple Watch, and still have money left over. But this is a halo product designed to show the world that Apple is still the absolute king of premium hardware. Analysts think they're going to sell 10 million of these in the first year alone. So, what do you guys think? Is a creaseless foldable iPhone worth $2,400, or are you sticking with the standard models for now? Let me know down in the comments, because I read every single one of them. If you made it this far, please hit that like button to help out the channel and make sure you subscribe so you do not miss my full coverage when this beast actually drops in the fall. Until next time, stay safe, and I will catch you in the next video. Peace. Imagine waking up one morning and seeing Apple do something no one expected, something so bold that even the biggest tech insiders had to read it twice just to believe it. Because this time, Apple didn't just launch a new phone, they might be about to change the entire smartphone industry forever. For years, people joked that Apple plays it safe. Small upgrades. Predictable launches. The same formula again and again. But suddenly, everything changed. Within a matter of days, Apple quietly dropped multiple surprises that shook the tech world. No massive stage event. No dramatic keynote. Just a series of announcements that left everyone asking the same question: what exactly is Apple planning? And trust me, the final piece of this puzzle might be the most insane iPhone Apple has ever created. Let's start with the first surprise that caught everyone completely off guard. Out of nowhere, Apple revealed a brand new budget MacBook. Not a rumor. Not a leak. An actual official product. And the starting price shocked everyone. $599. Yes, you heard that right. A brand new Apple laptop for $599. For years people believed Apple would never release a laptop this cheap. But here it is, the MacBook Neo. A sleek 13-inch machine designed for students, creators, and everyday users who want Apple quality without paying premium prices. But the real shock wasn't the price. It was the chip inside. Instead of using some old leftover processor, Apple did something unexpected. They took the powerful A20 Pro chip from their flagship phones and dropped it directly into this laptop. That means incredible efficiency, crazy battery life, and performance that easily crushes most laptops in this price range. We're talking about up to 16 hours of battery life on a single charge. A silent, fanless design. And colors that are far more playful than anything Apple has done before. For students especially, this might instantly become the most attractive laptop on the market. But Apple wasn't finished. Right after that surprise, they quietly launched another device that immediately got everyone talking. The iPhone 17e. At first glance it looks like a simple update. Same familiar design. Same affordable pricing starting at $599. But hidden inside are changes that make this one of the most interesting budget iPhones ever released. The biggest upgrade? Storage. Instead of the usual 128 GB, Apple doubled it. The base model now starts with 256 GB. No extra cost. No price increase. In a world where apps, photos, and videos are getting bigger every year, that change alone is huge. But that's not all. Apple finally added MagSafe support to the budget lineup. That means faster wireless charging and compatibility with the entire ecosystem of magnetic accessories. Under the hood, the phone also introduces Apple's new custom C1X modem, replacing Qualcomm technology. This move could save Apple billions over time while giving them full control over cellular performance. For users, that means better efficiency, better integration with the iPhone, and potentially faster network speeds. And if you love photography, the 48-megapixel camera can now capture spatial photos and Dolby Vision video, features that were once limited to far more expensive models. So on the surface, it looks like Apple is simply strengthening its entry-level lineup. A cheaper laptop. A stronger budget iPhone. Upgraded MacBook Pros with new M-series chips. Even the iPad Air got a massive boost with a more powerful processor. It almost feels like Apple is reinforcing every corner of its ecosystem at the same time. But here's the twist. All of these announcements might actually be a distraction. Because while the world was talking about affordable Apple products, something far bigger started leaking from inside the supply chain. Something that could completely redefine the future of the iPhone. For years, people have asked the same question.